On behalf of the President, administration, faculty, staff, and students of California State University, San Marcos, I proclaim this commencement convened. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Graham Oberum, Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. The symbols and traditions we observe in this ceremony today are intended to honor and affirm our graduates' dedication and outstanding achievements. To protect the dignity of this ceremony, we ask that all cell phones be set to silent mode at this time. Honored guests, please remain standing, or if you're sitting, please stand. Jeanette Almasan, graduating today with a bachelor's degree, will open the ceremony by singing America the Beautiful. Jeanette.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you, Jeanette. Graduates and guests, please be seated. It is an honor to welcome you to the 22nd commencement of CSU San Marcos. to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. We extend to them our best wishes for their continued success. Let me now turn the proceedings over to the Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, Dr. Catherine Kantarjev.
Thank you, Provost Oberum. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2013 commencement ceremony for the College of Science and Mathematics. We extend a special welcome to our candidates' families and friends who have helped in so many ways to make this day possible. We are aware of your support, your time, and your funds on behalf of your child, your spouse, parent, significant other, friend, or neighbor. Graduates, would you please stand and thank these important people in your life? Please be seated. At this time, I would like to take a moment to introduce to you our platform party. Dr. Graham Oberum, Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Mr. Mike Schroeder, Dean of Extended Learning and Associate Vice President for International Programs. Dr. Linda Hawk, Vice President for Finance and Administrative Services. Mr. Neil Haas, Vice President for University Advancement. Mr. Matt Cheppy, Chief of Staff and Associate Vice President for Institutional Planning and Analysis. Ms. Alexandra Kovalik, Student Grand Marshal and Representative for Associated Students Incorporated. Dr. Gerardo Gonzalez, Dean of Graduate Studies. Dr. Lorena Meza, Interim Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Jan Jackson, Vice President for Community Engagement. Ms. Daylene Coleman, President of our Alumni Association. Dr. Jackie Trishman, Faculty Grand Marshal and Chair of our Academic Senate. And Cipriano Vargas, Student Trustee. I am also very pleased to introduce to you our faculty, the people who have provided the wisdom, the counsel, and the knowledge that have enabled today's graduates to acquire their foundation of learning. Will the faculty of the College of Science and Mathematics please rise and be recognized? Please be seated. And finally, and most importantly, I'd like to introduce Cal State San Marcos President, Dr. Karen Haynes. Since 2004, President Haynes has led Cal State San Marcos with a steadfast vision and commitment to providing our students in the region and beyond with a high-quality education. She is the longest-serving president in the history of the university, and I am delighted to welcome her to the podium. Cal State San Marcos President, Karen Haynes.
You have to love a day like today. The air of optimism, the sense of satisfaction that comes from hard-earned success. The joy radiating from proud parents and good friends. Commencements are exhilarating celebrations of potential fulfilled. Years of mental labor and toil have brought you, our graduates, to this moment. Marking this intellectual milestone is our happy and singular mission for the day. A day that also signals we at the university have done our job well. Each of today's graduates has a unique story of goals met and obstacles overcome on the way to earning a Cal State San Marcos degree. Like me, 41% of today's graduates are first in their family to earn a 4-year college degree. Many of you worked hard, worked full-time jobs, looked after family. Some of you served in the military. But the common denominator among you is that in choosing this university, you knew that you would be pushed to look beyond yourselves, that you would be challenged to develop a curiosity about and respect for other perspectives. You knew that you would work alongside faculty in your field and have an opportunity to apply your talents in ways that are distinctly your own. You knew that we would expect a lot from you, and you have delivered. I have no doubt that you will now make meaningful contributions to your communities, to our nation, our world. Graduates, you are leaving here today with the ability to think critically about a variety of subjects, including those outside your immediate sphere of expertise. Not everyone earning a degree this year may be equally adept at numerical analysis or musical composition or the finer points of the women's movement, but you have gained a knowledge that is both broad and deep. You are job ready and socially aware. You express yourselves with clarity, precision, and a sense of style. And you have gained new ways of thinking by sharing ideas and by building personal friendships with people from many cultures and backgrounds. Through your efforts, you have helped create a community where all feel welcomed and valued and where all can succeed. And succeed you have. You are graduating from Cal State San Marcos. You are smart, knowledgeable, creative. You have impressed us with your intelligence, your energy, your sense of purpose, and your commitment to service. So it is with high hopes and great expectations that we send you off today as our newest alumni. On behalf of the Cal State San Marcos faculty, staff, and administration, we congratulate you and we wish you well.
The dean of each college selects an outstanding graduate to receive their Dean's Award. I am pleased to announce that this year's recipient of the Dean's Award for the College of Science and Mathematics is Ron Reiter. Ron, would you please stand to be recognized? Ron was presented with his medallion at an earlier reception. Please join me again in congratulating him.
Each year, the President's Outstanding Graduate Award is presented at commencement. The President's awardee is recognized for extraordinary accomplishments in academic and service endeavors. I'm pleased to announce that again this year, the President's Award recipient received a cash gift in the amount of $1,000. This year's presidential awardee is Fernando Sanchez from the College of Humanities, Arts, Behavioral, and Social Sciences, and he was recognized this morning at our commencement. But please help me recognize this outstanding graduate.
It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Academic Senate Chair, Faculty Grand Marshal, and Professor of Chemistry, Dr. Jackie Trishman, who brings you greetings on behalf of our faculty. Thank you, Jackie.
So greetings, class of 2013, graduates of Cal State San Marcos. As chair of the Academic Senate, I speak to you on behalf of the entire faculty. We offer our congratulations to you for all of your perseverance, hard work, and energy that brought you to this day. We also wish to congratulate the members of the audience who are celebrating this day with you. We are so proud to have worked with such fine students, and we are proud of your accomplishments. We trust you now have knowledge and skills grounded in a rigorous and relevant curriculum and habits of mind and heart to make a difference in the world we share. We, your faculty, believe in your passions. We share your commitment, and we hope we will continue to work with you in the future, whether in graduate school, in the community, or as alumni toward the better of the community and for a more just and peaceful world. It has been our pleasure to be part of your life journey, a journey that will proceed with personal and professional accomplishments. So on behalf of all of my faculty colleagues, I wish you lives filled with wonder, filled with joy, and I wish you all the best on the excellent adventure that begins today. Congratulations.
It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Alexandra Kowalik, representing Associated Students Incorporated. She brings you greetings on behalf of our students and will introduce our student speaker. Alexandra.
On behalf of Associated Students Incorporated and representing our entire student body, I offer you congratulations on these monumental achievements. Every graduate has worked very hard and faced many challenges, and we wouldn't have been able to do it without the support of our family and friends. Along with our own individual efforts, we have attained a significant threshold in our lives. Jamie Doe, graduating with a bachelor's degree, will speak to us today, offering thoughts and words of motivation to this graduating class. Thank you.
President Haynes, Provost, Deans, honored guests, families, friends, faculty, staff, and fellow graduates, welcome. I'm honored to speak before you on this glorious day. When I first started at this university, I only wanted to complete my degree in the shortest time span, but I would never imagine the depth of knowledge that I have gained, the kindness that I have received from my professors, the nuisances that I have caused, or the friendships that I have found. We have all worked very hard to be here today. Each of us has a unique story filled with characters who have supported us through all of our academic studies. Our achievements are certainly testaments to them. For me, I would never have achieved much without my family's backstage support. My mom and dad, Foong Phan and Phi Do, have been extremely generous and have given me everything that I have needed and more. Their love has taught me to be a better person, and I'm proud to call myself their daughter. But my biggest support comes from my best friend, my sister, Diane Do. She's constantly supported me through all of my absurd procrastinations and has shared numerous laughs with me. My family's love has allowed me to have faith in myself and in bright days ahead, even when I was too troubled to see. While I was at school, many of my memories were shaped with my friends here at CSUSM. We shared many wild adventures. We bombarded our professors during their office hours, swamped the math lab with never-ending questions, struggled with the physics right-hand rule, fought the terrors of physical chemistry, and produced rap songs about proteins. During our senior year, I worked with many of you to elucidate my organic compound and worried about my bacterial samples in Dr. Trishman's drug discovery lab. I had the best time making those memories. And as I prepare to graduate, I have felt excitement, exhaustion, and fear. The fear of failure, rejection, and from knowing that life may sometimes be challenging. But I believe that CSUSM has equipped us with valuable experiences and powerful knowledge that has prepared us for our futures. I am grateful to have attended a school whose administration, faculty, and staff have provided me with amazing opportunities to grow and excel as a student. So as we approach the brink of our untold futures, we should remember that we should be confident and courageous with every step that we take. We should never let our fears cloud our potential to achieve our personal best, nor should we allow our doubts hinder us from seeing all the love and life that surrounds us. We should live for a purpose because every moment of our lives is worth the attention. We should also remember that we did not triumph alone, but with unflagging support of loved ones. Thus, we should give back to our community as we fulfill our callings, hoping that one day our conviction for a meaningful life will inspire many others to do the same. Congratulations, class of 2013. We did it.
Thank you, Jamie. It is now our privilege to recognize master degree candidates in the College of Science and Mathematics. I invite Dr. Gerardo Gonzalez, Dean of Graduate Studies, to the podium.
A significant symbol that distinguishes graduating master's degree recipients from others is noted in the hood that graduates wear over their commencement gowns. The hood is lined with the color of the degree-granting institution and trimmed with the color of the subject area of the degree awarded. Will the candidates for the degrees of Masters of Biotechnology and Masters of Science in Biological Sciences, Computer Science, and Mathematics please rise? President Haynes, I am proud to present to you some of the finest and brightest leaders in our region. They are accomplished individuals, all of whom have completed their master's degree courses of study to prepare them for new challenges. These candidates, President Haynes, have fulfilled all requirements for their respective degrees, and it is with pleasure that I present them to you.
With the recommendation of the Dean of Graduate Studies and the Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, along with the approval of the faculty, the recommendation of the Provost, and by the authority vested in me by the California State University Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the appropriate master's degree with all the privileges and responsibilities that that degree brings.
Presenting the candidates for the Master of Biotechnology. Chelsea Cates Gatto. Sorry.
Jesse Topic.
Bayan Azmi Awad.
Joseph Moosemaker.
Joey Stark.
Christopher Kensinger.
Gabriel Rodriguez.
Jennifer Cunningham.
Lan Tui Tran.
Germaline Q. Arenas.
Rita Pitts.
Kathy Trung.
Min Win.
Mike Vo.
Christopher Heisinger.
Ashley Jinbei.
Teo Wong.
Presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Biological Science. Shelley Lawrence.
Presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Computer Science. Brody Kurzinski.
Sina Nijati.
Eric Brook.
Sabrish Kanan.
Yunsi Lin.
Matthew Thomas Ralston.
Nicholas Walton.
Presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Mathematics. Nick Shoemaker.
Bhavisha Talsanya.
Alex Toole.
Congratulations to these master degree recipients. It is now our privilege to recognize bachelor degree candidates in the College of Science and Mathematics. I invite Dean Kanchardev to the podium again.
New graduates, you have acquired an education that has prepared you to live responsible, productive, and creative lives in a rapidly evolving world. Your Cal State San Marcos education has nurtured intellectual resilience, a love for lifelong learning, and acceptance of responsibility for the ethical consequences of your ideas and your actions. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees in the College of Science and Mathematics please rise? These candidates, President Haynes, have fulfilled all requirements for their degree. It is with pleasure that I present them to you.
With the recommendation of the Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, along with the approval of the faculty, the recommendation of the Provost, and by the authority vested in me by the California State University Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the appropriate baccalaureate degree with all the privileges and responsibilities that graduation brings. Please be seated as we begin the individual procession to the stage.
We'll be
Cozy.
twins.
Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science with a major in Biological Sciences. Chloe Hentz.
Natalie Davis.
Jacqueline Rosenblatt.
Stephanie Neal.
Kylie Bolton.
Brittany Thompson.
Felicia Takliad.
Roxanne Echon, cum laude.
Monique Miranda Hernandez.
Alexandra Kowalik, magna cum laude.
Kyle James Silikowski, cum laude.
Mohammed Sharif.
Charlene Wynn.
Candice Marie Marquez.
Catherine Christine Wilson.
Tyler Renee Evans, cum laude.
Brittany Marie Mahomet.
Jason Michaels.
Brad Marico.
Ali Motanabe.
Thomas Ebert.
Eric Michael Seaborn.
Kendall Hines.
Michelle Salamoni.
Stephanie Ramborger.
Sarah Ann Garcia.
Brittany Baca.
Joel Zinda, summa cum laude.
Michelle Crutine, cum laude.
Stephen Castro.
Tiffany Charan,
Aaron Joseph Hernandez, magna cum laude.
Judy Garza,
Patricia Velasco.
Everardo Robles, cum laude.
Lindsay Elise Grano.
Nicole L. Glass, cum laude.
Janine Alayan, cum laude.
Chong Zhao,
Maxine Bravo.
Christina Samantha Hummel,
Lauren Ashley Pavlok, cum laude.
Emily Joy Caleto,
Sarah Rachel Lopez.
Gregory Harris,
Amanda Mohaney Aponte.
Joanna Malfavon Bora, cum laude.
Andrea Torres.
Miranda Dato,
Jasmine West.
Liana Toscano,
Jazz Karen Mann.
Charlene Choi,
Luca Cataldo.
Ali Colors, Anisha Moshfeghi Adi, presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science with a major in biotechnology. Jessica Barcena Lamb,
Johan Garza.
Nastaran Zarchian,
Sherilyn Estrella Guzman Garcia.
Suzanne Moore Montag,
Jarrett Wells.
Stephanie Elizabeth Barnes,
Timothy Serrano Batak.
Leslie Santos,
Christopher Ignacio.
Chaleng Yang, magna cum laude.
Sylvie Pomachan.
Robert Benjamin Aquino, magna cum laude.
Daniel Richard Larson, magna cum laude.
Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science with a major in Applied Physics. Daniel Goodbody.
Dennis Wilson.
Randy Allen Colio.
Ann Jensen.
Lydia Saucedo. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science with a major in Mathematics. Robert Joseph Kendrick.
Abigail Dunley, magna cum laude.
Ashley Lauren Healy.
Jackie Landwehr.
Brian Staub.
Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science with a major in Biochemistry. Shadi Habib, summa cum laude.
Jessica Lindberg Spolarich, cum laude.
Laura Hitchcock.
Amanda Green. Holia Sharif Polrazaglu.
I told you. Davis Smith.
Stephen Fisher.
Matthew Swan.
Jamie Doe, summa cum laude.
Francis Yambaum.
Marianne Sai Perez, cum laude.
Daniel R. Everett, magna cum laude.
Juliana Avila.
Ying Jung Lee.
Dawn Camille Garcia, cum laude.
Ashley Marie Chavez, magna cum laude.
Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science with a major in Chemistry. Patrick Martin Chapman.
Ronald Ryder, summa cum laude.
Courtney B. Rethwish, cum laude.
Rihanna Rodea.
Lori Ann Vargas. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science with a major in Computer Science. Martha Osorio Procto.
Vanessa Maldonado.
Miao Shi.
Marcelo Insabralde.
Fausto Sanchez Reyes.
Nori Mihara.
Philip Lavasser.
Manuel Camacho.
Jonathan Johansson Husto.
Jonathan Brown.
Chad Davies.
Lanier Scott Costello, cum laude.
Kieron Well.
Chris Turner.
Jerome Mercado Arsenue.
Ryan Causey.
William Sanders.
Theo Crouch II.
Luis Martinez.
Michael Wynn.
Micah Denbraver.
Kyle Van Riper.
David Zierden.
Stefan Steinecke.
J.C. Dima Undal. James Wynn.
Arash Garugozlu.
David Saldana, magna cum laude.
Jacob Ruvalcaba.
Michael Bracken.
Augustin Martinez.
John McClure Lighthill.
Lenny Santana.
President Haynes, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the graduating class of 2013 from the College of Science and Mathematics. I'm sorry. I missed one too.
There are two important symbolic gestures left to perform which signify graduation. First, I invite Daleen Coleman, class of 2005 and president of our Alumni Association, to the podium.
Would the graduates please stand? President Haynes, on behalf of the CSUSM Alumni Association, I'd like to welcome our graduates of the class of 2013 to our Cal State San Marcos alumni community. Fellow alumni, I welcome you and I encourage you to join our dynamic association and to share with us a continuing interest in the welfare and the excellence of education at California State University, San Marcos. Congratulations, graduates.
Graduates, as final recognition of your completion of all degree requirements, you may now move your tassels from right to left, signifying your graduation.
Family and friends of graduates, please remain seated and keep the aisle clear until the academic recessional is completed and your graduate is processed through the faculty honor guard. Thank you.